Good evening and welcome to Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison. Rob J. along with Jamie Horton. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Right.
We got a very special guest coming on later in the show.
Yeah, good, great one of the greatest coaches of all time in the state of Mississippi.
No, I want to talk about that coach. I'm talking about your coach.
Oh, my
Yeah, talking about
my coach.
So before we get started, I want to let everybody know that this show is brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Their slogan is "Let us in, we'll keep them out." 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal. 601-709-7777. Willie T. Abston Law Firm. Knowledgeable, experienced, caring. The number there is 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency, a full-service advertising and marketing agency. The number is 601-339-2040. We okay, Bernard? Okay,
I didn't hear you.
Turn me off. Richard Shaw of Dynastics Promotions, the official clothier of Talking Sports Live, 601-353-1956. More and More Sports Management, where we give you more. 601-260-3509. And we'd like to welcome our very special new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Break It, Smash It Rooms. How about that? Break It, Smash It Rooms. I needed this room last week when the Knicks lost.
Yeah.
Where you can go in there and just break stuff. You can just go in there and break and smash and just tear up some stuff.
Who picture you gonna put up there?
I was gonna put up that the guy number 0.
Okay. Well, they put the coach because they fired him.
I can't believe that.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
I don't know why they fired him.
I don't know. We'll get into that. I want to welcome. We have a very, very special guest. Want to welcome Coach Dwight Luckett, legendary Coach Dwight Luckett. He's going to be joining us in our very next segment. Coach Luckett, longtime coach at Velma Jackson with the girls. He was super, super successful in the 90s.
Very much so.
Yeah. Then he became the director.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had some battles when I was at William Sullivan with him. So, I've been knowing him for a long
William
time.
Sullivan?
Yeah, William Sullivan High School.
Oh, okay.
He'll tell you about the tradition up there in Holmes County during this.
Okay. All
we
right.
ain't play.
And also, I had a sit-down interview with Bill Blackwell. Bill Blackwell, the executive director of the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. He announced his retirement. Bill came here with the Jackson Mets. He was here with the Jackson Generals and was over the Mississippi Sports Hall Hall of Fame. He's a legendary guy. When you think of pro baseball in Mississippi, you think of Bill Blackwell. But we'll get started. We talked about the Knicks coach. I guess we'll start with that, Jamie. And the Knicks blew it against the Pacers.
They blew it,
and they fired the coach. You think that was
no? I mean, I don't know why you would fire the coach. I mean, he did a great job. He came to the Eastern Conference Finals. He upset the Boston Celtics, who was in. So I don't know what the reasoning was behind this firing. I mean, I really don't.
I don't know. I think what they were saying that he didn't use his bench properly. He didn't use them until it was too late. And he had one of those guys, number 44 for the Knicks. He was just hitting all type of threes. But they were saying that he didn't use the bench properly, and he didn't see eye to eye with some of the players.
I really don't think if he used the bench properly or not. Indiana just was a buzzsaw. Those guys are good.
But what they blew that first game.
They blew
that first game. Yeah. That really was
14-point lead with 2 minutes left.
And then you had a 9-point lead with 40 seconds left.
Correct.
How do you blow that?
Exactly.
All you got to do is inbound the ball and hold it
and let them fire you. That's what I would have did.
But the Knicks, they were stupid. They were shooting threes. I'm sitting there going, why are you shooting three? You don't need to shoot. Come on.
You don't have 2 disappointments in the last pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I sure did.
5 months.
I sure did.
Started in January.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah.
And so I need to be in the break it, smash it room.
Yeah.
The break it, smash it room is low address is 200 Bass Pro Drive in Pearl, Mississippi. And you can go in there. Now, if you don't know what it is, you can take out all your frustrations in there. They also, you can throw some axe in there. They have axe for you to throw.
They do?
Yeah. But each other.
Oh.
You're in a room, you have some
talking about at the picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Smash Room is bar and grill. We're going to do a show from there later this month. Yeah. So we want to thank all the people at the Break It, Smash It Rooms for allowing us to be a part of their sponsorship. Mississippi State hired a new coach, a new baseball coach, and I can tell Virginia, they're searching for a new head coach because Bronner has accepted the head coaching job at Mississippi State. He led Virginia to the top, a national championship in 2015, 7 trips to the College World Series, and 18 NCAA tournament appearances. Now, the thing about this is the Mississippi State folk went up there and got him regional
against Florida State, correct? They were in Tallahassee region.
Northeast.
So when they were playing Northeastern,
yes,
then they went up there.
They went up there and got him. They went up there and got him.
That's low down.
That's low. If I coach and I find that out and I'm coaching, you take second base. Hey, coach, they just went and got the. Oh, they did? Yeah. Man, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, that they were wrong.
But they went all out for this guy.
Yeah.
This is supposedly a really good coach.
Think he's going to do a good job?
I think he will.
He got a lot of expectations to live up to. Mississippi State got that rich baseball tradition.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really do. And what do you think about all the SEC teams that didn't make it? I didn't think all those teams should have been in there in the first place.
Me either.
First of all, Mississippi State shouldn't have been in there.
No.
Kentucky shouldn't have been in there.
Nobody but Ole
Alabama shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah, Ole Miss and probably and Vanderbilt got popped. LSU, they should have been. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think when they think of the SEC, that this is the Premier League, but they really weren't that good.
Not really.
I felt like they could have put 2 SWAC teams because Bethune-Cookman was not that bad.
And Bethune-Cookman really had a lot of mental breakdowns.
They sure did.
Yeah, they should have won that first game.
Sure did. Yeah. I mean, the guy dropped a pop-up in the infield. I'm like, come on, Bethune, how do you do that?
That's right. So, at the end of the day, it's like baseball coming up, I think a little bit. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, I was really surprised by Ole Miss getting eliminated. I thought Ole Miss was going to take that.
You know what? When Ole Miss, when they lost that first game to Mercer, they lost both games to Mercer.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Murray State.
Murray State.
Yeah.
When they had Murray State in that championship game, I'm like, oh, this is Ole Miss. Ole Miss got it easy.
Over with. Yeah.
Because they're playing the number 14.
Because they beat them that night before, late on that night.
Right.
And they beat them 11-4. So they're going to pop them tomorrow. But
I just knew Ole Miss would pop Murray State and go on to the Super Regional.
Well, that's why you play the game, Rob. At the end of the day, you got to get to Southern Mississippi. I was kind of disappointed in them. I thought they were going to win their region, too.
Yeah. They had wasn't LSU. It was Miami.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Miami beat them. But no, they had a great season. Southern Miss had a great season. But yeah, I was disappointed in Ole Miss. I tell you what, Murray got out to a 12-3 lead, and all the Ole Miss fans. Did you see that? They started leaving. I knew it wasn't over. I'm like, you still, and sure enough, Ole Miss came back.
Yeah, and they lost 12-11, correct?
I lost 12-11.
Yeah, one run short. I tell you the truth. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, baseball, you never really out of. You can start getting a hit streak, and the bats just start getting hot, and you never know what might happen.
But congratulations to all the teams that made it. Who I really felt bad for?
Ooh.
The Ole Miss softball team. That young lady pitched her heart out for Ole Miss
when they lost to Oregon,
and she walked in the winning run.
Yeah,
and she just broke down. I mean, she held them on her back.
Yeah,
I mean, they kept bringing her in to rescue and save Ole Miss, and she almost did it in that game against Oregon. But the young lady, she just couldn't. I guess
nerves.
Yeah. Well, they had used her up.
Yeah.
They had used her
Tiredness and nerves.
Yeah. So,
very much so.
But I would like to congratulate the Ole Miss softball team. They did a really, really good job.
Yeah.
They certainly.
And you got to get to Ole Miss State and Southern Mississippi for you going that far.
Yeah. We're gonna say happy birthday to your friend Sherry. Sherry, you go ahead. Lord, we're gonna hear from Sherry a little bit later.
Yeah,
can we do that?
We can.
Can we bring Sherry on?
We're gonna bring
sing happy birthday to Sherry.
We're gonna sing it for her.
You gonna sing it for her?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing.
Bernard, you gonna sing it too?
But don't let Bernard sing it.
Don't let Bernard.
Sure, you remember we sung it for Larry Nix too, so might as well go ahead.
Did we sing happy birthday to Lick?
We did. We certainly did.
We sure did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did sing it. We did sing it.
So go ahead and get together. 2, 3.
But also later in the show, I want to show you a high school track star that was suspended. She ran holes down her shoes like this guy did in the Olympics a few years ago.
Yeah.
That high school association in California said, you can't do that here.
So they took it
lost.
She lost?
Yeah, well, she won the race, but they
took it from her
for doing that and disqualified her.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show you that.
Did you see the girl the girl came back and beat her racing? She got mad when she was coming around and hit her with the baton in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with that?
I don't know. I didn't hear nothing else about that. I tell you what, she would hit me with a baton. I know something.
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
I don't know, but she got mad because the girl and she hit her with the baton.
Well, she said it was her reflex. She wasn't trying to hit her.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You can't do a reflex like this and hit somebody
like this.
Yeah, like
this.
I'm
gonna do that to Bernard. I'm gonna reflex.
That was your reflex.
My reflex. But coming up, we are going to talk with Coach Dwight Luckett. Coach, again, fantastic coach at Velma Jackson for so many years, and we'll talk with Coach in just a moment. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Again, we are here at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison. Join us each and every Sunday night on the Lou as well, from 10 until 11 on My 35 for Talking Sports Live. That's right. All right. But we'll be back with Coach Luckett after the break.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington & Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. We take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Back to Talk Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi. Rob J. Now, we want to again welcome our brand new sponsor, Break It Smash Rooms. For more information, reservations, family office parties, team or group discounts, you can call 601-706-2904. The website is breakitsmashrooms.com. breakitsmashrooms.com. Joining us now is legendary coach, Coach Dwight Luckett, formerly of Velma Jackson, went on to become the athletic director.
Yes.
Is that right? No, you were you're superintendent.
Yeah, I became superintendent.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us. How's everything been going?
It's been going well. We above ground. You know what they say.
Coach, I got to tell you, man, when I got to LBT in 91, Velma Jackson ran everything. Velma and Coach was so inviting. Coach was so accommodating. Coach, just talk about how you were able to build that team to be such a powerhouse as it was.
Well, I want to thank you for allowing me to be on your show, Rob. I really appreciate that, Coach Horton. Just an honor to be here. To your question, when we got to Velma Jackson, team had not been winning a lot and just kind of down. Actually, some people, when we started winning and we were blessed to win, some people said they didn't know Velma Jackson was still open as a school. And some people said they thought it had become a middle school. But again, to your question, we were able to get the team together, just set some goals. I think in anything you want to be successful at, you just really need to have a purpose, a mission, set some goals, start the process of developing those goals and getting the team in shape. But mindset was a lot. They just kind of, I think in many ways, expected to lose. And so once we started turning that curve and got some wins under our belt, just hard work. I think hard work the right way helps a lot. We talked about working hard, but working hard the right way is a big difference.
Correct.
Yes.
You say Coach used to give you fits at William Sullivan?
Man, we used to go down to Velma Jackson, and the game started at 5:30. Team get there about 4, and you couldn't even walk. It was already packed.
Yes, sir.
It was. I mean, that's how
For
it
the
was.
girls' game.
For the girls.
Yeah.
So the girls back in the day, the girls and the boys rode on the same bus when I was going to school. So when when you pulled up, it was so many people there that you couldn't even really, get up in there. They had to have escorts to go to the dressing room to get up in there. That's how that rivalry was between Velma Jackson and William Sullivan. And there was some great battles. I tell you that, man, because those kids know each other. Velma Jackson is located like right below Pickens. So some of the kids that live in Pickens on like the low end, they go to Velma Jackson. So, but we knew some of the people that went there because it's not, they close proximity with each other. You got Goodman, Pickens, and then you got, Camden, where Velma Jackson is located. And some great battles. Stanley Clerk, which is one of my best friends, he played point guard for Velma Jackson. He still hag me today all the time about beating us. He never did lose to us at all. But I tell you, when they used to come up to Durant, it was the same way.
Well, Coach, does any one game stand out? I know you had so many really good games. Any one game stand out for you? Any team that you really was a team that you were like, we got to beat this team? Anything like that stood out for you?
Specific to William Sullivan, like you said, there were a number of games, man. All the games were they were like knockdown battles. The crowd was just there, standing room or no standing room, really. They were pushing them back and for fire hazards and things. It was serious.
Wow.
If there's any one game It would have to be one that I won. That makes some sense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We were at Velma. We were at Velma Jackson, and there was always this back and forth again. And so we were down 5 points with 18 seconds left in the game. And I just felt we could win. You know, my mind was going to what can we do in 18 seconds to win? One is we need the ball. So we began pressing, full court pressing, and got a turnover and just took it straight to the hoop, scored. I still remember who scored, Kiara Levy.
Oh, man. Do you hear from her?
Yeah. Oh, I do. Her dad and I are still good friends.
Yeah, she was a good player.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She played at Alcorn.
Yeah.
Then we set again, and William Sullivan, of course, had the ball. And I was hoping for what happened. They shot a three. And we got the rebound, went down. And, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was happy, man. Went down and we scored again. And we got the ball back and was able to score. And we ended up winning. We ended up winning by 1 point as time expired. And that's the one I think out of all of them stand out the most.
Wow, man! It was a joy watching the team, man. They were so good,
Yeah.
you know.
They were disciplined.
Yeah, and like I said, when I first got to LBT, I got there in '91, and I was just attached to Velma Jackson, the girls basketball team, because they were so. I made sure that we covered them, you know. Although it's a not that close to Jackson, but when you're doing the news, you got to get back. You got to leave early. Got to get back. But they were so good, Coach. What made you decide it was time to go in another direction?
I'd been coaching for a number of years, and believe it or not, when I was in college, doing my major, and I'm an education major with a background in business, one of my innermost desires was to become a principal. And it's amazing. When I did my student teaching, I saw the principal there. Still remember his name, Mr. Lucas. He stood up and called everyone to attention. And I was sitting at the top of the bleachers, headed in the gym, and I looked around, and just the way that he spoke and called everyone to attention, and they gave that attention, it was the birth inside of me that I wanted to become a principal, an administrator. So after I had coached at Velma a length of time, was very blessed to do that. And thank you again for covering us. That was tremendous for us to get the coverage. I just, that had been planted back in college started to come back up in my spirit. And I said, well, it's probably getting time to leave. And I always tell people now, you'll know when it's time to move. You really will. I say that, and I stand on that. Just got to know what that feeling is and what it looks like in your spirit, your mindset. So that's kind of what started leading to it about 2 years before my last year coaching. I knew that was starting to happen. And so after that, we had an accident. It's tough to talk about. I didn't come to talk about this one, but we had an accident in practice one day. And after that, I knew that was it. It just wasn't there to coach at that point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, did you ever get opportunities from other places calling you saying, we want you to be our coach?
I get calls asking me that. The answer is no, not at this point. But I get calls asking if I would come and help, do like camps, talk to coaches that's actually practicing, coaching right now. They're actual coaches. I get a lot of mainly former player students who are now, their children are in school. They call me up saying, Coach, would you work with my child? And they really try to get me. They say, would you work with your grandchild? Hey, man, watch it.
Well, Coach, man, a great coach, had a great team. And like I said, it was a pleasure watching Velma Jackson, David. They were they were amazing. What, 3A? Was it 3A?
Yeah, they was like 3-8 in.
3A in?
They 1-8 now.
Yeah.
They're
down to 1-8
went down to 1-8.
That's right.
And it was just, before they got that field now,
field.
in football field.
Yeah.
And they had that old gym
That's right.
then, and old gym used to sit like real high. And it'd be very much a home court advantage for Velma Jackson.
Oh yes, sir.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and it was just, when you go down there, you already know that you probably weren't gonna leave out there with no victory. I'm just being honest. We'll show up and we get ready to head on back to Durant.
Coach,
But Rob, I want to ask him about this. We had a rivalry, but your biggest rivalry is only not too far from you, and that's Canton, and that's in any sport.
That is correct.
Yes.
For what it's worth, I became superintendent of Canton schools. So that was in and of itself something, I guess, to accomplish.
Yes, sir.
But I enjoyed the stay in Canton as superintendent of schools. I actually was superintendent of schools 2 different times. I got called back a second time as interim superintendent. But yes, Coach Horton, Canton, it's still that way.
Yeah, very much so.
When Canton and Velma Jackson plays, I don't care what the weather is,
Don't matter.
what sport it's in, it's going to be packed.
They moved the game,
And they got a new mayor.
and they got new mayor now. They moved the game, Rob. When I was in high school, we had a week. They started a week before we did, so they had a game, and they had to move the game to Holmes Jr. And when I tell you that Goodman it was just so many people there.
Yeah.
They had stopped letting people come in. And Holmes Community College Stadium is big now,
Yes, sir.
but it was just jam packed. I mean, that rivalry is just, it's intense.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to give this trivia question before we go to break. Coming up, we will be talking with Bill Blackwell, the executive director of the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame, announced his retirement. But our trivia question is, who is the youngest player in NBA history? If you know that answer, don't call the TV station. They're not going to answer. You can hit us up on our social media platforms, Talking Sports Live, Facebook, YouTube, and X, which is formerly Twitter. Coach, thank you again. You got your son here with you. How's he doing? I see he's on one little buggy. He heard he said he tore his Achilles.
His Achilles tendon. Yes, sir. He
Yeah.
tore his Achilles tendon.
He's okay? You all right, young man? Can you walk on it? Oh, he said 25% way back. Okay. All right.
Weight bearing.
Oh, weight bearing,
Yeah.
25% weight bearing.
He,
Okay.
He don't know what that means.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to the young man. What's his name? Is his name Lucky Jr.? Dwight Lucky Jr.?
Absolutely.
Coach, again, thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you
Rob,
coming.
I appreciate
Coach.
you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
Coach. All right. We're back in a moment.
You bet, man.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Gonna keep on out.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Adston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. We take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
And welcome back to the show. I'm so happy to have joining me now is Bill Blackwell, the former executive director of the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. And I say former because Bill just announced his retirement. Is that right, Bill?
Well, I announced it back on the 19th and had my final day just a few days ago. So.
Wow. What made you come to that conclusion?
It's just been a long haul, Rob. not as young as I used to be, and a lot of different things going on. And at 75 years old, I figured it was time.
Wow. Well, Bill, I got to tell you, man, I've admired you from the time you got here with the Jackson Mets. What was that like? What brought you here to Jackson? Was it the Jackson Mets?
The Mets. I've been blessed. My whole career, I was a country boy from out in the sticks of central Illinois. Grew up on a farm, went to a small high school, and that was kind of a blessing because you got to do so many things. Played a couple years of basketball and baseball in junior college, transferred to Southern Illinois, got my degree in radio and television, and from there it's been basically all sports. I broadcast high school football and basketball, college basketball, University of Illinois basketball and football. Got thoroughly involved in sports, and the Cardinals moved their AAA team to my hometown in 1972, I guess it was. And we were hired as one of the broadcasters for their games. Got to do that for 4 years. Somebody gave my name to a guy that was buying a team in the South Atlantic League, asked me if I wanted to be a general manager, and I had no idea what I was getting into. But 33 years later, I finally got out of baseball and then got the opportunity to come here, deal with all the great athletes that this state has produced, and to do the emceeing on many events, and it's just been a great ride.
Did you ever think about being the play-by-play voice of the Mets, Jackson Mets, when you were here?
Oh, I'd fill in for Bill if he was ever sick or something like that, Bill Wahlberg. But no, after I got out of broadcasting, there weren't many opportunities around, and I was always busy. So,
what do you remember most about the Jackson Mets? Was it the championship, or I know there's gonna be a lot of memories for you.
Yeah, it's mainly about the people. Like I say, I've been blessed. So many of the people that I dealt with have become friends, and people I had no idea I would ever get to meet, to get to meet them, and many of them I can still call friends. So it's just been a great thing, and I'd say more than any one memory of a game, probably just the people as a whole.
The players, you mean, or just the
Players,
people?
managers, fans. So many different characters in the stands in every location, and just some wonderful memories. If there's one game that would stand out, it was a playoff game with the Jackson Generals when we had switched affiliation to the Astros, and we were playing Shreveport in a championship game of the first round of the playoffs, and we hadn't had a hit till the 8th inning, and that was a blue pit. Then back to back, we're down 1-0. Tom Nevers and Jeff Ball hit back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the 9th to give us the victory. We got swept in the final series, but we got there.
Now, one thing I remember most about it, I guess it really didn't have anything to do with baseball, was when someone stole the Marlboro Man. Now, were you here when that happened?
No, I was here when we got him back.
That was really, really strange. What was Smithville Stadium like back then?
It hasn't changed a whole lot. We did a major renovation before the 1991 season, but other than that, it was wooden bleachers and a couple of rows of reserve seats behind there, and then bench seats above it. When we first got here, in that 91 renovation, they added chair seats to the whole grandstand and improved. Got rid of the wood and the splinters down each sideline and put in aluminum seating. But It's basically the same.
So, and you said the Generals came in, the affiliate of the Astros. Was that, how different was that for you?
It wasn't as different for me as it was for many of the fans. The fans had grown accustomed to the Mets, you know, and they knew a lot of the people in their system and participated with them. It was getting a whole new group of players, and truthfully, just as talented as players as the Mets had. When you consider Bobby Abreu's a borderline Hall of Famer, Richard Hidalgo, Billy Wagner's actually going into the Hall of Fame this year. Just some great players that have gone on to big league success. So we've been very fortunate in that regard as well.
When a guy in Double A is called up, are you involved in that? Do they call you to tell you who they want to get, or how does that work?
Well, they'll tell us who they want to move. You don't have much say in anything about who's going to be there. You know, if I needed a shortstop, I might campaign for that, calling the farm director every day saying, hey, how about that kid down below us? Bring him up.
Is that right? Oh, okay.
They don't have to listen to you, though. So,
oh, wow. Wow. I wonder how that works.
You have very little to say about that.
Wow. And so they'll call and tell you they want this guy. Well, they're going to get this guy.
They're going to move this guy up to AAA, get his plane ticket, and get him out of there.
Was there one guy that you really did? I mean, I know you saw a lot of players. Was there one guy that you were like, oh, I don't want them to move him because he brought in a lot of people to see? Was it?
No, not really. Not from that regard of it. But you're always happy for the young men because their goal is to move up the ladder. And when they get that call, it's a lot of fun. There have been a couple of times I was the one that got to deliver the good news. Usually it's the field manager that does that, or if he's releasing it, that reverses too. If you tell a 20-something that their life dream has come to an end, that they're not getting released, it's not a very fun conversation. So as much of that as possible, the field manager got to handle.
Well, you left and you came back to take over the museum, sports museum.
Was here for 12 years, bounced around for 15 to other locales, from here to Greensboro, Greensboro to Charlotte, Charlotte to Richmond, Richmond to Gwinnett. So there were several moves. I think my wife and I figured 13 moves in our marriage so far. But you know, that's part of it as well. When the opportunity came about, somebody called and told me Rick was resigning. Rick Cleveland, who of course was my predecessor here, and talked to the people on the board, did a couple of interviews, and was lucky enough to
that was a no-brainer though, Bill. That was a no-brainer. You had to go through that interview process?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And fortunately they selected me, and they asked me that day how long I planned on working, and I was 65 at the time. And I said, well, I'll give you 10 years, and it's worked out. Just started my 11th year.
Oh, that's amazing. So is there any, I guess, one thing that people like to come see when they come to this museum?
Each person has a different reason they're coming. Many times it's relatives or family. Sometimes it's just general knowledge. The most realized comment is how many people go, well, I didn't know that guy was from Mississippi, or this guy was from Mississippi. You know, whether it's Steve McNair or Brett Favre or Walter Payton or Jerry Rice or Vinegar Ben Mizell. There's so many different people and different stories within this museum, and that's been great getting to tell that story. It's not like the Children's Museum where everybody that has kids can go and have a good time. It's not like the Agriculture Museum, although we work with all of these museums, the Natural Science Museum. this one is more about just sports, and if people aren't fans, they're not inclined to come. But many people find different things here they didn't know were available. Our simulator room, where the kids can come in and play basketball and kick field goals and do different things. A lot of them are surprised that we have that.
Is that new? I didn't know about that.
Oh no, that's been here for 20 years
Oh,
probably.
wow. Okay. Wow. But Bill, man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you. You've always been accommodating. You've always been, just forthcoming with us, and we really, really appreciate that. We appreciate people like that in this business.
You and I have gone back. You were at LBT when I first got to town, and you've been at JSU, and you've been at APT, and you've had a number of things. Radio gig, I have been on with you on that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So it's been a great association, and you well know the first executive director at this museum with Michael, and then Rick, and now myself, and then Andrea Patterson is going to be following me.
Yes, sir. Well, Bill, congratulations on your retirement, and just take it easy.
I'll try.
All right, we'll be back in a moment.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on out.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Just stick to that one. What do you do like that? Oh, welcome back to Talking Sports Live. Again, this show brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in. We'll keep them out. 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal. 601-709-7777. Willie T. Abston Law Firm. Knowledgeable, experienced, caring. The number is 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency is a full-service advertising and marketing agency. The number there is 601-339-2040. Richard Shaw of Dynastics Promotions, the official clothier of Talking Sports Live, 601-353-1956. More and More Sports Management, where we give you more. 601-260-3509. And our brand new sponsor, Break It, Smash It Rooms. Talking Sports Live will broadcast live on location at Break It, Smash It Rooms in Pearl, June 25th. And Break It, Smash It Rooms is just what it says. You go in there frustrated, take all your frustrations out, break it, smash it, and that's what I really need. I needed that during the Super Bowl, and I needed that last week with the Knicks.
Yeah, you did.
Break It,
It's
Smash
been a
It.
rough 5 months for you, buddy.
It's safe, fun, clean environment at Break It, Smash It Rooms. Have you ever been this way? Yeah.
I've heard about it.
You mentioned you heard about it on Talking Sports Live. You get a discount. Again, we will be there June 25th at Break It, Smash It Rooms. It's located 200 Bass Pro Drive in Pearl, Mississippi. And Jamie, I got to tell you, earlier I was telling you about the young lady, the high school track star. She was disqualified. She was disqualified in California. She ran the race, and it was a state championship race, and she came back empty-handed because she's 18 years old. I'm sorry, 16 years old, and she took first place in the 400-meter sprint. But officials stripped her of that title shortly after she took it because she celebrated with a fire extinguisher.
She fired in her shoes because they were hot.
Yeah, because they were hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they said, you can't do that up here, baby.
No, not up there. You can't.
No, you can't do that, baby. No. Yeah.
Didn't that dude do it in the Olympics?
He did it in the Olympics.
Yeah. I remember that.
See, these kids see what they see on TV. That's
true.
why I get so frustrated with Stephen A. Smith. He always cussing and all this on TV. And these students think they can do that too.
Well, Stephen A. Smith was cussing.
I mean, he cussed every time he opens his mouth.
Really?
Oh, you probably immune to it. Just pay attention to it. Every time he opens his mouth. I think he think it's cute. But anyway, you think they should have taken that from the young lady?
She a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, no. She just having fun. They just like taking football celebrations away when they take touchdowns away.
Yeah.
You can't celebrate no more.
Yeah.
You know, it's just getting to a point where it's just getting ridiculous. You're just taking all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't try to show nobody up. She just,
Yeah.
If her shoes were hot, they were hot. She just put them out. That's all.
She sure did.
You should have called her. And she wasn't worried about doing it.
You know, one of your favorite NBA players, he's in trouble too.
Who?
Zion Williamson.
I ain't one of mine.
He's been accused of sexual assault.
When he left Duke, he
physical
became
abuse.
What? I did not hear about that.
According to the lawsuit, the unnamed woman says that she dated Zion from 2018 to 2023. The court documents detail 2 alleged rapes in 2020 at his rented home in Beverly Hills.
So let me get this straight. Twice.
Uh-huh.
So the woman went there the first time and got raped.
Uh-huh.
Then she went back
Mm-hmm.
and got raped again.
The woman alleged the sexual assault and physical abuse continued until their relationship ended. In a statement, Zion's attorney denied the allegations.
How much she suing him for?
All that he got. Okay.
So you in a relationship with somebody and you gonna sue him?
For everything. See, you know, these guys got to be very, very careful.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Like Travis Hunter, you got to be careful, man. But he got married, so.
Yeah.
He
got married. And like we said last week, that's his business.
That's his business.
Can't tell nobody who to be with.
Yeah.
They can tell you, hey,
Yeah.
that's his business. Because I sure ain't taking care of.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I'm just being honest.
Yes, sir. But again, we want to thank all of our guests today. I want to thank Coach Dwight Luckett, former Velma Jackson basketball coach. And sad news that here as we broadcast here on Wednesday, Jim Marshall, formerly of the Vikings, passed away.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle.
One
of the best to ever play the game.
Yeah. You know, he was the guy that ran the wrong way.
Yeah. But he was good, though.
He was good. He was good. He was known for that, running the wrong way, but he was super, super good.
So which play was the worst? That or when Leon Lett got the fumble against Miami during that Thanksgiving game? Remember that? When they had the game?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I think the Leon Lett one was.
I think Leon Lett.
Yeah.
Jim Marshall only cost him 2 points.
Yeah. Leon Lett cost him the game.
He cost him the game.
Yeah.
He cost him the
He
game.
was celebrating before he got up.
And he did it twice. You know, he made a mistake twice against the Bills.
He sure did against Buffalo.
And then the other one was against the Cowboys, I think, wasn't it? No, he was with the Cowboys.
No, he against the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins
Yeah.
when in the snow.
In the snow. When it was snowing in Dallas.
All right. Well, we have a winner in our trivia contest, and the winner is Sherry Harris. And speaking of Sherry Harris is here. So we want to bring Sherry Harris up. Our question tonight is, who is the youngest player in NBA history? Okay. And Sherry told us it was Andrew Bynum. She really didn't. We did it. But Sherry said it was Andrew Bynum. So, Sherry, congratulations, Sherry.
Thank you.
And Sherry, we got to say this to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You just a baby.
Your baby.
Why are you sitting there skinning and grinning? Why are you skinning and grinning?
No reason at all.
So, Sherry, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
Goodman, Mississippi.
Okay. And you attended Jackson State?
No.
Okay. You attended Valley?
No.
Alcorn?
Holmes Community.
Okay, I'm getting close. I was getting close. And so tell me the day of Sherry. What are some of the things you like to do? You like sports?
Basketball.
Basketball? Your favorite NBA team?
The Wars.
The Bulls?
Wars.
Warriors.
The Warriors. Okay, you like the Warriors. Well, y'all can't get along, okay?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
It was heated doing this year. It really was.
It was.
And then we got, the thing is, we was in
You a
the
Laker man.
yeah, we was in the room that night looking at the game when we played Minnesota, and Anthony Edwards stole the ball, came down, did a little shot. Here she go, swish.
Yes.
Well,
Hold on, Rob.
That's
Hold
what
on.
you're supposed to
So then Luka turned the ball over again. They threw the ball again, and here she go, swish.
Oh, y'all watching it together?
Yeah, we watching together.
Oh, I
She
got
likes
right by myself.
she likes when we lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when Golden State got eliminated, they didn't want to talk about it.
No.
See,
You like Steph Curry?
Yes, I love him.
You love him? Oh, okay. You've been liking him a long time?
A long time.
Okay. You don't like the NFL? You're not an NFL fan?
Saints.
Okay. That's a match.
That's
made it?
bad. Yeah.
Now we
Yeah.
love.
All right. But
Yeah.
baseball?
No.
She gonna
Cubs.
become a Cubs fan.
You like the Cubs?
I don't know nothing about
I
baseball.
don't know anything about baseball.
She gonna become a Cubs.
Well, speaking of NFL, the top remaining NFL free agents are out there, and number one, let me count it down. The top NFL free agents. Number 10 is Gabe Davis of the Jaguars, wide receiver.
Who that?
I never heard of him.
Me either.
Zadarius Smith is number 9, edge rusher of the Browns.
And we need him.
You need him?
The New Orleans, yeah. We need an edge rusher.
All right. Number 8 is linebacker Kazir White of the Cardinals.
He's pretty good.
All right. Number 7, Asante Samuel, cornerback, the Chargers.
We'll sign him.
Yeah, he's okay. Number 6, safety Julian Blackman of the Colts.
I don't know.
Don't know who it is. All right. Number 5 is Justin Simmons, safety of the Falcons.
I'm surprised the Falcons letting Justin Simmons go. It must be a contract issue, but we'll take him too.
Yeah, he was regarded as one of the top safeties in the NFL just a few seasons ago. He's good.
Well,
From I said, the best fit is the Chiefs.
I just read that.
Oh, how
Now,
about that?
where this information coming from? He do his research now.
He really does.
Yeah.
research.
So hey,
that's
I mean,
Larry Nix does that.
yeah.
Okay, the running back J.K. Dobbins, he's a free agent.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, from the Chargers.
Oh my.
Wow, his best fit is they're saying may go to the Dolphins.
Yeah, to Miami.
Yeah. Now the number 3, Keenan Allen, he's with the Bears. He was with the Chargers, and his time may be dwindling.
Yeah, he old.
Yeah, his time may be dwindling. They're saying the best fit for him is the 49ers.
Yeah. He going to the right team.
Okay. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't fool with him. I wouldn't touch him with nothing.
His best fit is at the house.
At the house, on the couch.
On the couch, looking
They're
at
saying the best
eating
fit
popcorn, looking at
the Steelers. He need to be looking at
somebody.
us.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
what he need to be doing, looking at Stalker Sports Live.
And number 1, Amari Cooper.
Now, I'm really surprised that Amari still got it in it if he goes to the right team. Guess what I heard he may be going back to? He said Dallas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Okay. Well, Dallas is kind of getting filled up now. I don't want them to get too much.
They getting filled up all right.
I don't want them to get too much. But again, we invite everyone to come out to our brand new sponsor. That is Create Room, the Break It Smash Rooms, Break It Smash.
What picture you gonna put up there, Bernard?
No. I don't want to. I want to put somebody that I really hate. Well, hate is a strong word. I'll put the guy with the Bengals, that wide receiver with the Bengals. I don't like him at all. You know what I'm talking about?
The star wide receiver now. You talking
Yeah,
about?
one wide receiver right now.
Why you don't like him?
Because he talks a lot of trash. He hates the Chiefs. One guy with the Chiefs wanted to trade jersey with him. He was like, nah, dog. What's his name? He played at LSU.
Yeah, he played at number 1. He was number 1.
Number 1. I can't stand it.
Can't think of
That's a picture I'll put up there.
That's who you put up.
Or that number 0 for the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, you're talking about
Halliburton.
Yeah.
I'll put his
name is
picture up
Jamar
there.
Chase.
Yeah,
Jamar
Jamar
Chase.
showed
Yeah,
it.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, you don't
I
like
can't stand it, Bernard. But anyway, Break It, Smash It Rooms. It's in Pearl, Mississippi. You go in and smash, have a lot of fun going in and smash, and it's safe, fun, clean environment. Security is there at all times. They have an axe game. They have axe games there. You can throw axe and smash room, bar, and grill. And we will be broadcasting there June 25th, our show at Break It, Smash It. Now, before we go, we got to sing happy birthday to Sherry. All right. Who's going to lead it?
No, you started off.
You going to lead it?
Come on, brother Nick.
Come on. Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sherry. Happy birthday to you. Wait, one more line. How old are you? All right, that's it. We want to thank Coach. We want to thank Coach Luckett for being here tonight. I want to thank Bill Blackwell. Thank you, Jamie, as always. Thank Larry Nix. Thank Bernard. Thank all of our crew at the Lou My 35. We'll see you next week.